Keto rock stars. How's everybody doing tonight? This is your host, your funny favorite food addict, Rockin' Keto Amy. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And tonight we are making pepperoni cheese chips. Thank you to Evelyn, who is watching, for giving me this idea last week's live when I did my 10 favorite snacks. Um, I've made these before, but it's been a while and I've never done it on video. And I forgot how delicious and yummy they are. So thank you to Evelyn for giving me an idea for this week's live. Plus, tomorrow is a pretty big football game here locally for us Notre Dame fans. So this is going to be a great snack for tomorrow. As always, I'm not a medical professional. Any treatment or any information provided in this form is not to be used as medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or services to you or any other person. Any information provided in this form does not replace being seen by a physician. If you have a medical condition, always consult with your doctor. I am not a doctor. And please always consult with a physician before changing your diet. Let's go through some comments before we get started. Also, I wanted to check to see if this is going on the Facebook because I'm supposed to be dual live streaming, but I'm not sure that that's working. So let me just check. And it is not dual live streaming. So that's sad, but that's okay. We'll share it later. Evelyn says, hello, Amy and friends. Lynn is in the house and she says hi to Evelyn and everyone. Thank you for joining us, Lynn. And then Evelyn says, aw, probably because I'm using her idea. And thank you guys for all providing input on what your favorite stuff is. Ooh, Jeff Foltz is in the house. Jeff says, hello, everybody. Give me just a second here to see if I can get this live stream started. I don't think it's going to let me. Facebook is weird. And I'm trying to dual stream. I tested this earlier, so I apologize if you guys were on those weird live streams earlier that were kind of popping up. I was testing some things. Let me come back here and see if I can start a live. Real quick. I have a lot of people on Facebook that like to go live. Let me see if I can just start this real quick. Technology is weird. It doesn't always work, and it's hard to test lives. Let me see if I can get this started real quick. Streaming software. And of course, I'm using a mouse here. Zoom out. Make this bigger. Yeah. Oh, well, it's not going to work. Okay, that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get started. Baby, it's cold outside. Yes. Jeff Papa, Evelyn says. People saying hi to each other. Evelyn says, baby, it's cold outside. And Lynn is cold. I'm cold too. It's supposed to get down to like 2 degrees or something here. As always, feel free to post in the chat while I'm cooking, because I will come back to these later and we'll go through some more comments. Just for those of you who are joining us, we're doing pepperoni cheese chips tonight. Evelyn gave me this idea last week. I've made these before, but I don't have them yet in a live stream. So there are 3 ingredients, and I swear I got all the ingredients out this week. I usually forget an ingredient. And Jeff says, cold even where I am. Where are you at, Jeff, if you don't mind sharing with us? Yeah. Okay, so these are 3 ingredients. I'm preheating the oven to 375 degrees. You can use any like shredded or grated Parmesan cheese. I got this shaved blend, which is Asiago, Parmesan, and Romano from Sam's Club. And this is what I always get when I make something like this. I also use these when I make Maria Emmerich's chicken nachos, which I can't do on a live because it's in one of her cookbooks. But this is kind of how I got this idea. And one time I just put pepperonis in the middle of them. So this is what I use. I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera now. And I have 2 trays here with some parchment paper. So 2 baking sheets. So you're going to want to get some parchment paper out. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to make little, about 1 tablespoon's worth of circles on your baking sheet. And I'm doing 2 trays because, like I said, I need some snacks for the football game tomorrow night. These would also be good for Super Bowl. I'm fasting too, Evelyn. Hold on. Evelyn says, I always watch keto food videos while I'm fasting. I always seem to fast on Sundays while I'm, sorry if you hear my cat in the background. She's distracting me. But I always seem to fast on Sundays when I'm doing these videos, or on Tuesdays when everyone else is going live. Jeff says he's in Foley, Alabama. You're a snowbird. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I'm always fasting too, Evelyn, when I'm cooking. And then half the time I can't even try the meal. So that's why I take it over to my dad. Oh, Lisa's in the house. Hey, Lisa. How you doing today? What you making? Okay, Lisa, we are making pepperoni cheese chips. Based on Evelyn's recommendation last week. So you put these in like one little, and I'm not even measuring it. I'm just kind of winging it here, but about 1 tablespoon of the cheese blend on here. And then I came up with this idea. This is my favorite seasoning. Oh, here's a camera. Everything but the bagel seasoning. So I like to sprinkle a little bit of that into each one. And it doesn't always go right into it, but that's okay. You could also make them spicy by putting red pepper flakes. But my husband doesn't really like red pepper flakes, so I'm not doing that today. And then on each one, we're just going to place a pepperoni. This is all going to melt together. And make little chips. And I have 2 trays here, so we're going to go ahead and do 2 trays worth. All right, let me switch trays here so you can see this one. Okay, and then we're going to do the second tray. I have the oven preheating at 375 degrees. And we're going to bake these for 5 minutes. And again, these are so easy. This kind of ties into the live I did last week with the snacks, with the easy keto snacks. And honestly, I made some of these last night. And then I put them in a baggie in the fridge. I might be able to make a couple more here. Let me scoop that up. And they don't have to be perfect. But you just make little round circles with the cheese. Oops, I dropped one over here. All right, and then we are going to sprinkle these. I'm really hungry, Evelyn. It's hard to cook and fast. You won't see me trying these on this slide because I gained 6 pounds. I suspect it's all the ice cream, the keto ice cream I've been making and eating in the Ninja Cream. My body's not used to that, and while it's very good and tasty and still keto, that's more calories or more. I don't even want to say calories, but it's just more than what I'm used to, and I think it's should just be more of a treat than an everyday thing, which I don't eat it every day, but I still put on 6 pounds. So I'm going to fast twice this week. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the oven for 5 minutes. So bear with me while I come over to the oven and put these in here. All right. Tray number 1 is in. I'm putting tray number 2 in. All right. Ziggy, set timer for 5 minutes. Ziggy's not listening to me. Oh, there we go. Ziggy just, okay, now I get to sit down and we can talk. Point the camera down a little bit. Ooh, there we go. All right. So let's go through some more comments. Everyone's talking to Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's doing good. Glad to hear that. I hope you're feeling better. Evelyn said, I had to add fasting in on weekends because it's too hard during the stress filled week at school. The only bad thing is my hubby and I can't go out to eat on weekends. Yeah. Well, maybe, if you hit your goals at 350. Okay, hold on. Lisa says, hi, Evelyn. 375, Evelyn. If I said 350, I meant 375. I have these in here at 375 degrees. Lynn says, are you making your ice cream with keto chow or do you use another recipe? Yes, I am using the keto chow. I'm using a half a cup of heavy whipping cream because that's how I've always made my ice cream, was with heavy whipping cream and some water. That's how I'm making it. And Rick is here. Hi, Rick, Twin Brook Acres. Welcome. Evelyn gave a thumbs up. People telling Rick hi. Rick, we are making what are we making? Pepperoni cheese chips. We're making pepperoni cheese chips based on Evelyn's recommendation in last week's live. Yeah, everyone's saying hi. So yeah, I've been making the keto chow with half a cup of heavy whipping cream, the keto chow packet, and I've only been eating a half a container because it's not my meal. I'm still eating normal, and then I started eating that, but I'm replacing the old ice creams I used to eat, like the Rebels and Halo and stuff like that. And I used to try not to eat a whole one of those either. So usually I eat about a half, I think there was once I ate a whole container. So Evelyn says pepperoni cheese chips. Funny story though. Yesterday we had keto chow ice cream, and I pulled this container out and I went to go put it in the Ninja Creamy, in case those of you who have one, you'll understand this. And I kept putting it on and I tried to fasten the lid down and the lid would not fasten. I'm like, what is going on with this? And it happened to be an eggnog flavor, which is irrelevant, but I'm like, something's going on with this. So I went out and got a different flavor, put it in there, and the lid latched. So tonight, I did not eat keto chow ice cream tonight because I'm doing PSMF fasting, and I had one meal. I'm doing OMAD, but my husband wanted one. So I'm like, I'm getting that eggnog flavor back out, and I am seeing what's going on. And come to find out, there were some water droplets that had frozen on the bottom of the container, and it would not allow me to put it in all the way to fasten the lid. So if you ever have that issue happen, check the bottom to make sure there's not some ice that is water that had frozen into the grooves. I think what happened was I washed that container out and it didn't dry all the way, and some water droplets froze to the bottom. Evelyn says keto chow is much cleaner, but you can still overdo it. Yes, and if your body's only used to so much intake and then you increase that intake, you're probably going to gain some weight. I know keto and carnivore is not about calories, but I think what they talk about is like calories from like meat and protein, coming from real whole foods. And I love keto chow. I'm totally for this product, but it's not a steak or a piece of chicken or, um, you know, something like that. So I feel like these products that are not like whole foods could potentially make you gain weight. Lynn says, I am eating keto chow creamy right now. LOL. Irish cream. How is the Irish cream? Was that one of the ones that was on sale that they're discontinuing? Um, I wonder. I wish I could start this on Facebook, but I'm already halfway through this, so that's okay. Um, Evelyn asks, have you ever made just the pepperoni slices crisped up, no cheese? No. So you just take pepperonis and you just bake them and crisp them up and then use them as chips? That, and so she says she does that and dips them in homemade ranch. Okay, I'm gonna go check the oven and see if these are done. Let me get out hot pad here. I think they're done. So I'm gonna pull these out. They don't take very long to make these. This top one might be able to go for a minute longer. You know what? Ziggy, Ziggy, stop. Ziggy, set timer for 2 minutes. So yesterday I baked them just for 5 minutes. But the top one doesn't look quite done. Evelyn says, yeah, so sad. Many good flavors are going away. I guess I'm lucky in that sense because I haven't had a chance to try all the flavors. So if the flavor's going away, then I'm probably not going to miss it. Andy is here. Hi, Andy. Okay, I'll be right back. I got to pull these out of the oven now. All right, I'm definitely pulling the bottom ones out. They are oily. Yes, I'm going to pull these out too. Okay. And then voila, that's it. You can make these all night. I mean, seriously. Let me shut the oven off. Ziggy, stop. All right, so let me bring this over. Put them on the hot pads, and then I'll switch the camera over so you can see them. All right. So we got emojis flying on the screen. I don't know if you can see these, but basically then you let these cool down. All right. Oops. Evelyn's saying hi, Andy. Hi, Dustin. Evelyn says, yes, when you finish with the cheesy ones, put a whole tray of just pepperoni. Should I do that right now, Evelyn? All right, hold on. Let me get another tray. Evelyn wants me to do something on the fly here. All right, we're going to take Evelyn's suggestion. Do I need, Evelyn, do I need parchment paper? I'm going to get some out just in case. Bear with me, guys. We're doing something on the fly here. Thanks to Evelyn. All right. You guys all see this? Evelyn, let me preheat the oven again. All right. So Evelyn says, Ziggy, stop. Okay, so we're just going to lay. Now I'm doing something Evelyn suggested. I'm just going to lay some pepperonis down on their own. I don't know if you can see this, but we're laying some pepperonis down per Evelyn's instruction, and we're just going to make some pepperoni chips. So my job during the day, my real job, we always have to do things on the fly. And so I'm not afraid to try something on the fly. Okay, so per Evelyn's instruction, we're just laying some pepperonis down here. Evelyn, how long do these go in? I still got the oven at 375. Evelyn, tell me how long. Just bake until they are crispy. Okay, we're going to check them in 5 minutes. Ziggy, set timer for 5 minutes. This is so cool. I love this. I love this, guys. I love it when you give me an idea. Okay, Lynn says, I make my creamy ice cream with eggs as my fat. Yes, I heard the Irish cream is being discontinued. Woohoo, Dustin's in the house. He's at Kroger, though, so he's shopping and listening at the same time. Hey, Dustin. Welcome. Lynn says, hi, Andy and Dustin. And he is getting a Starbucks. I need coffee. Yeah, you know what? I need coffee most days, too. Evelyn says, yes. Rick is telling Andy hi. Lisa's telling Andy and Dustin hi. Okay, and Evelyn says, just bake until they are crispy. Oh, so we set it for 5 minutes. We're going to time it after 5 minutes and see where they're at. Andy says, hi, Rick. Hi, Lisa, Evelyn, and Dustin. Everybody saying hi. Um, let me get what these chips look like when they're done. So I made these yesterday. Let me put these in front of this camera here. I made these yesterday, and you can see. Then I put them in a baggie in the fridge. So delicious. I can't have any today though because I'm fasting. Andy's telling Jeff hi as well. So now we are doing something that Evelyn suggested, which is we are baking uh, some pepperoni, just pepperonis. And then she says they dip them in ranch, and that sounds amazing. So we're going to crisp up just some pepperonis, and you could really change these up. You could add different seasonings. I use everything but the bagel seasoning. You could use garlic. You could use if there's a seasoning that you really like. You could put some red pepper flakes in there to give them some kick. Post in the comments what seasoning you would use in your chips. And you don't even have to put a pepperoni. There's probably other things you could put in the center too. I know people have put different things. Again, I have made these just to make Maria Emmerich chicken nachos. Evelyn says Cajun. Yeah, I have some Cajun. That's a great idea. I have some Cajun seasoning. My husband doesn't tend to like things too spicy, but I do. So some Cajun chips would be really good. The timer hasn't gone off. Oh yeah, Lisa says Italian seasoning. Yum. And mix it up. So you don't have to make them all the same like I did, but you can make them with different things. I have a dill pickle everything but the bagel seasoning, which I haven't tried yet. And I also have, I think, a spicy everything but the bagel seasoning. I should have tried that. Amy's here. Hi, Amy. She says, I'm working from home and lost track of time. Well, we're so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. And then Jeff's telling everybody hi, saying hi to Amy. People saying, yes, thank you. Please hit the like button for me. Something happened this week with my YouTube. So I went to some of my old shorts from probably Facebook, and I just transferred those over to YouTube, and my viewership went way up. So people find you from your shorts. So if you have a Facebook or a YouTube channel and you're really trying to get the viewership up, obviously you need watch hours. So these are good for watch hours. But I uploaded the shorts this week, and just people all over the place were finding them. Thank you, Evelyn. Everybody hit that like button, please. And then Rick's saying hi to Amy. Okay, I'm going to check these. My little timer didn't go off, but let's just see where we're at. Okay, they're not crisp, but some of them slid over. Ziggy, set timer for 5 minutes. Ziggy doesn't like me today. Okay, I'll do one. Oh, Ziggy's just a little slower today. Yeah, so what other seasonings or things would you do with these chips? I can't wait to see the crisp pepperoni. The other thing I saw today is what is his name? Carnivore Kip made bacon chips. And all you do, I may have to try this on a video. All you do is you cut the bacon into little pieces and then fry it until it's crispy. And then you have bacon chips. So that's so good. I may have to do that. Everyone said hi. Evelyn says they will shrink a little and become crispy. So yummy. Hey, Lisa's in the house. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Andy says, standing on my vibration plate right now to get that out of the way. Yes. So I feel like one of those would be really good for me because with my hip surgeries, the things that they had me do were related to standing on balance boards. And something like a vibration plate would be really good for my left hip, getting the balance back in there and strengthening that. Everybody is saying hello, and Amy is listening to me on chipmunk speed, so I probably sound really funny like that. And Lisa says, I make the pepperonis in the microwave on a paper towel. Interesting. Let me check these again. I don't trust this timer. How long do you bake these, Evelyn? I'm going to bake them a little longer. Dustin says, my coffee is very hot. Well, be careful, Dustin. Don't burn your lips or your tongue. We need to hear you on Tuesday. I love it. I love spending Sunday nights with all of you. I am looking for a topic for next week. I have a topic, but I think it may run longer than an hour. So I need to switch topics because Dustin and the Keto Crusades are going live at 8. So I need to keep my next week live short of an hour. So if there's something that you all want to see or do, then we will do that. Oh, the other thing is these chips, I transferred them when they cooled down to a paper towel. So that kind of got some of the excess grease off. All right, I'm going to take these other ones out of the way. And then let's check these again. They are shrinking up a little bit. I wonder if I can take just one out as a test and put it on a paper towel. Hold on, let me get a plate. Let me get a plate and a paper towel. And we'll see if we can get just one off and see if it is done. I don't feel like you should have to bake them very long. Let me pull these out and just see. They're very greasy. I don't know. I feel like these could go a little longer. I feel like this is like my jerky. They're still pretty greasy. Okay, yeah. How about dips to go with pepperoni chips? Oh, I could make guacamole. Okay. I have the best recipe for, well, I mean, I don't know. I like the recipe that I have for guacamole. It's from the Hispanic lady down the street, but she doesn't put a lot of stuff in hers. But yeah, I can make guacamole next week. I've done homemade ranch. So I have a video out there for homemade ranch, blue cheese, taco, buffalo chicken, yummy. They should break if you try to put a fork through them, she says. They're still pretty greasy. So I'm going to leave them in there a little longer. Amy says, how is your watch hours? I've been playing them on the TV while working from home. I've been trying to get you some hours. I think, and Dustin's a better expert at this than I am, but I think they only track one, like, I think they have a way to track who the viewer is, and but my watch hours have been going up considerably. Ziggy, stop. Ziggy, set timer for 5 minutes. My watch hours have been going up, but I'll defer to Dustin on that question. Do the watch hours count if people are watching the same videos over and over again? Or is it only on new videos for that user? I don't know. When I started this on Facebook, my goal was never to become a professional YouTuber. My goal was just to help people and to connect with people. And I think just, yeah, Rick says, I think just the first viewing counts. So if you've already seen the video of mine, don't feel like you got to watch it again, but I really appreciate that. That's awesome. And I may never get monetized on YouTube, and you know what? That's totally okay. Um, I'm just doing this to help people. Lisa says, I've been watching a few of your videos today. Thank you so much. And some of them you'll notice without the logos on them. Those are my old ones from Facebook. Um, so if they're not the best quality, I apologize, but I wanted to get them up there so that I can get more watch hours. Yeah, Dustin says only long form and lives count for watch hours, and it's only the first watch, from what I understand. Shorts do not count for watch hours. I have been uploading shorts though because um, I believe it has brought a lot of people to my channel, just the people who go out there and watch shorts. So I think it's, from what I'm seeing, it's kind of important to put some shorts out there too, because it draws people to your channel. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Dustin, but I've noticed a lot of people, since I uploaded those shorts, even the old ones, they've got like 500 watches, 600 watches. So a lot more people are watching the shorts than they're watching the long form. Evelyn says they have a dip at Aldi that disappeared. And so I've been trying to make it at home and cleaner. Cheddar bacon ranch. How has that been working? Have you been able to make a cleaner version? I'm going to check these again. Make sure I'm not burning them. They're still not crisp. I don't know, Evelyn. These are still pretty greasy. These take a long time to bake. Longer than I expected. Oh, you'll notice I have Hank. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I have Hank there. Evelyn named Hank. He's on the oven. Yeah. Dustin confirms that content diversity is important. No, I did not get the Wagyu beef from Aldi's. I've not been there. Um, I'm assuming you got the Wagyu beef from Aldi's. Is that still on sale? Dustin says long form lives and shorts all appeal to different segments. Yep. Evelyn says about her dip, it's not exact, but what I have is good. And Evelyn says, Hank, yeah, he's over my shoulder right here. You can see him. Lisa says it's faster in the microwave. Lisa, how long do you nuke yours in the microwave? We could try that too. You said you put them on paper towel. Jeff asks, am I a soprano or alto? I am an alto, but I can sing as high as a high A flat, so I'm probably technically a second soprano, but I do sing alto because that's what I've done for 30 plus years. Amy says maybe they'll crisp when they cool. I've never made them. Okay, let's do that. Let's pull these out and see if they crisp. They just have a lot of grease in them. So let me go get these and we'll see. Hi, Marbles. All right, they're getting kind of dark, so I am going to pull these out. And we'll set these down. Hold on, move. Yeah, it's starting to smell like it's burny a little bit. Oh, you know what? I think they are crisping up. So let me show you these. All right. Let me show you these. I have these over here. You can see there's some grease still on the pan. Ziggy, stop. But yeah, they're crispy. They're definitely crispy. Yep, they're breaking, but they're just hot. So I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. And Lisa says she does hers for 30 seconds at a time because they will burn quickly. Yeah, I wish I could eat these right now. I'm so hungry. Evelyn says, yay. So just for those of you who are not aware of what we did. The first thing that we did were mozzarella, pepperoni. Well, not mozzarella. It's a 3 cheese blend that I get from um, Sam's Club, and we were making pepperoni cheese chips. And these are so delicious. They really are. And I'm probably going to have these for the football game tomorrow. Notre Dame's playing Ohio State. And those of you who don't know, I went to Notre Dame. So obviously, huge fan. Plus, growing up in this area, a lot of people are Notre Dame fans here, whether or not you went there or not. I'm not going to do this yet, but what I typically do with these chips is I will spatula them or take a knife and get underneath them and then transfer them to a paper towel to get some of that wet grease off of it. So, yay. Awesome. Um, so, uh, Amy says yummy beef, bacon, butter, and eggs is driving me crazy with all these yummy looking meals and snacks. Yeah. So I really want to give a shout out and kudos to anybody who is doing carnivore or the beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge. Um, I do protein sparing modified fasting at least once a week. If I've gone up on pounds, then I will add a second day, and then I have maintained about 153, under 160 pounds, but I typically weigh in about 150 to 153 since August of 2023. And as everybody says, different things work for different people. I consider myself ketovore because on those days I only eat protein. The other days I can eat whatever I want on the keto menu. I did gain 6 pounds in the last week, so I'm going to do 2 days of protein sparing modified fasting. Maybe this week and maybe next. We'll see what I weigh in. I'm going to do PSMF, which is just a different macro, but pretty much all protein on those days. Today, and I'm going to do another day on Wednesday just to see if I can stabilize my weight and not gain anymore. And then also, I notice after the days that I fast that my joints just feel so much better when I eat this way. Probably because it's a cleaner way of eating. People on carnivore probably feel that way. I just don't know that I personally could sustain only eating meat. And I've been watching a lot of carnivore creators, and they talk about, and I've never experienced this, but they talk about hitting like a meat wall, where you get to a day where you just hit a wall and you can't eat anymore. And I know um, I would get there really quick and maybe fall off the wagon. So I need variety. So I break it up and I do 1 or 2 protein sparing modifying fasting days a week, and I pretty much have been at my goal weight and goal since August of 2023. Yeah, Amy says 12 days left. I haven't noticed too much of a change. When you say change, like change in how you're feeling, change in health issues, or weight change. Evelyn says meat aversion. Yeah. So truth be told, I had a meat aversion in 2019. I had 2 surgeries, and something happened with the anesthesia. I had 2 hip surgeries in that year. I truly believe the anesthesia caused me to have a meat aversion, because when I had those surgeries, nothing sounded good. Really, the only thing I ate almost every day was bacon and eggs. I did lose 60 pounds that year, though. That was my biggest year of weight loss, eating mostly bacon and eggs. And I would try to force myself to eat like beef or chicken, but it was like, it just did not taste good. The other weird thing that happened to me that year was I loved cilantro. That year, I had to throw out a bunch of like salad dressings with cilantro in them because I also had a cilantro aversion. Now, obviously, that's been cured. It was just temporary, but it took me a long time to like meat again, other than bacon and cilantro. Lisa's asking Amy, are you doing Joe and Rachel's challenge? Amy says feeling, or wait, I haven't measured yet. I'm eating. Gotcha. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I haven't, because what I have been doing for me personally has been working since August 2023. I don't feel like changing that up and doing any of these special challenges. Um, I'm just doing what I'm doing continually every week, and it works. Evelyn says, I love cilantro. Some people say it tastes like soap. So there are two people in my family. I think my dad and my brother Andy do not like cilantro. They have the gene. There's a gene, and my one of my good friends, Lynette, that they all have the gene that there's some gene that you can have that makes cilantro. If you have this gene, you don't like cilantro. And two people in my family have it, and then a friend of mine has it too. Amy tells Lisa, yes, but I'm really bad about getting in the Mighty app. So is Joe and Rachel, are they logging something on an app? Um, Evelyn says, I've been chewing on a clove a day. Watch lots of videos about the, one of the clove videos, I think it was Dr. Berg, just popped up on my YouTube list right before this. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I don't know what a clove is. A clove the little round things? Are those little round like pebble things? I don't know what it looks like. Um, Amy says, I don't know why I typed eating. Lisa says, I love cilantro too. I do too. And I like it in my guacamole. But if I make it and my dad's going to eat it, I don't put cilantro in it. Or I make some without cilantro. Lisa says, I am too in Joe's challenge, and I haven't been on the Mighty Networks but twice. Andy says Joe and Rachel are doing their beef barbecue, or sorry, beef barbecue, butter, beef, bacon, and eggs in Mighty Networks. Mighty Networks, you can get on a 2KK at free level. Okay, so Andy says December 26th to January 26th. So they started it before New Year's? Whoa. I don't know what I would do with that. I don't know. We have a tradition where we make all hors d'oeuvres on New Year's Eve. So if you guys started it before New Year's, that's before the holidays. Kudos to all of you. And Andy says they do a check-in every Friday at 5 p.m. Is that on their website, or is this in like a small group or on their Facebook page? Or they just do a video and check in that way? Um, I really love Joe and Rachel. They're awesome people, and I've been following them. I think I always followed them, but since I met them at Keto Palooza, I've really been following them. Lisa says, yep, the day after Christmas. This beef, butter, bacon, and eggs is not free, but it's $30, and you can do it as many times as you want. So you have to pay to be in the challenge. Amy says, yep, haven't been checking, and I probably should. And then, okay, My Lady Lava Lot says Mighty Networks. If that's their Facebook group, I'm in that. I also have an app for them. So I'm assuming that might be an app. Andy says it's a live chat. Okay. Gotcha. Rick says, Evelyn, I think it was clove that my wife used to grow in her garden, that and peppermint. We would pick it and chew on it. Interesting. I'll have to and I think Southern Keto, Victor at Southern Keto is going to be doing a video on, if he hasn't already, on different herbs that are healthy for you. So Lisa says it's in their Mighty Network group. And yes, you paid to do the challenge. And Evelyn is saying, nice, Rick. Good job on the the herbs that you would chew on. Yeah, I'll have to check those out. Um, so I may not do this next week, but um, I think that I have something on the books. It's going to be a technology live stream. And I know some people are like have to hold their recipe books and thumb through them, but honestly, I'm a technology person, and I couldn't have made this lifestyle successful unless I had an app to put all my recipes in. So I was going to do this next week, but I think because I have a time constraint before the Keto Crusade comes on, I may do it for 2 weeks and find something else to do next week. Um, Maybe next Sunday I'll do a guacamole uh, video because that sounds really good. Maybe we'll do that, and then we'll show the different things that you can put in your guacamole. Uh, let's see, unless anybody has any special requests. Um, but I think that's what I'm going to do next week, and then put the technology one. Yeah, Evelyn, your avocados are bouncing all over the screen. Evelyn says avocados. I love avocados. Matter of fact, I buy them and I just eat them right out of the avocado. So I may have to um, buy some extra. I don't know, Evelyn. I don't know where my dad is. Um, I was hoping to live stream this to both YouTube and Facebook, but I had to reboot my computer right before the live stream. I'm having technical issues, getting ready, I think, to replace the hard drive in my laptop. And the live stream didn't start on Facebook, so it's just not streaming this week. So I got to work on that a little bit. So Lisa Ortega, I apologize. I went live earlier and you were in it. I was just testing some things out. So I'm probably going to have to do that again, do some tests to make sure I can start the live stream on Facebook. But obviously, my first stream is YouTube because I'm trying to get those watch hours up. I don't know where my dad is though. He might be busy or watching a show or forgot or who knows. I'm doing a challenge. So there's a local group called the Wholesome Package. I plan on interviewing them soon. They're not keto per se, but they are all about clean health foods, and they own a local catering business where they do provide keto meals. And in 2019, when I was on crutches, I ordered from them a lot, and they are doing a um, like healthy whole food lifestyle exercise challenge, and every day you have the homework assignment you have to do. So I've been doing that, and I think that's like 30 days till the end of the month. Lisa says that's okay. Yeah, sorry if you see me pop up randomly. Not on a Sunday night. I'm probably testing the software. I will tell him, Evel. I'll tell Dad that everyone says hi and that you guys miss him. Ooh, Lisa, sorry, I'm quiet. I'm busy crocheting. I love to crochet and I was learning to knit up until the point that I started this channel. And then this is pretty much taking all of my spare time. So I would love to get back. I've crocheted for about 20 years. And I actually had a t-shirt blanket quilt making business with the crochet. I haven't done those in a long time. But and yeah, Evelyn says, "What are you making, Lisa?" And then Lisa, it says, "I know the lady's mom from Wholesome Foods. This is Wholesome Package. Is that the same thing? There's Whole Foods store, and then there's Wholesome Package. And Lisa, they make the food out of the BK Club in Mishawaka. They used to have a storefront on Mishawaka Avenue, but that closed when the the building closed because my insurance agent was in there as well. Uh, Wow, Lisa says I've been crocheting since I was a tween. Um, that would be fun to get together sometime or do a retreat, a keto crochet knitting retreat. Ooh, I have all kinds of ideas. A crochet. Sorry for those people who don't crochet, but if you wanted to learn, maybe we could do a retreat. Yes. Okay. So Lisa says, yes, I said it wrong. It is wholesome package. Yep. Wholesome package. Lisa says, I'm making, ooh, crochet as you go, mini granny squares. I've never done um, granny squares, but my grandmother, that's all she did was granny squares. So, yeah. Yes, Evelyn, keto and needlework. Wouldn't it be fun to rent a cabin somewhere for like a weekend or for like 3 or 4 days and then just prepare keto food and then have like a crochet knitting club thing? Yes. Ooh, you guys are making me excited. Um, yes. And maybe we can find someplace centrally located to anyone who wants to go rent a cabin. Yes, that would be fun. Yeah, Lisa agrees. That would be fun. Ooh, I come up with so many. Evelyn says I'll come. I know you'll come. And it doesn't have to be just women too. Like if men want to come and they want to learn needlepoint or whatever, crochet, um, that would be awesome. Yeah, I would love to rent a cabin for a few days and just sit there and have fellowship and keto food um, and just relax and talk and chat and share stories and work on crochet and knitting. Oh, let me show you. I am not that good at knitting, but I have made. I try to do some big things, but I have made a couple dishcloths that I was working on. They're not perfect, but and probably if I started back up, I'd probably have to start back up with these because again, I haven't done it since before Keto Palooza, just because I've been busy with this channel and learning new software. Oh man, yeah, these are very hard now. I just have to. Oh, one of them broke. These are very hard now, so yes, they're actually chips. So I'll probably eat those tomorrow. Um, they'll just come for the food. Yeah, the guys will probably just come for the food. Lisa says Hocking Hills in Ohio has cabins. Lisa says we gotta go. Time to wind down. Thanks for a great evening. Thank you so much, Lisa. You have a good night. Everyone's telling Lisa bye. Night night. And then Amy says I'll come for the fellowship and food. Evelyn says I like to make shawls, scarves, headbands, and afghans. Is that crochet, Evelyn? I've made a lot of afghans. I've never made anything like a sweater, but I'll have to post the. I've done probably 100 different t-shirt quilts for orders. I used to sell them. So, but I've been so busy now in the last few years, I really haven't made any. So, but yeah, that would be a blast. Um, to plan an event where we rent a big cabin or a VRBO or something, and I think a cabin would be cool. And do it for maybe I don't know a weekend or maybe a little longer than a weekend, and just bring crochet stuff. Evelyn, mostly crochet. I've dabbled in knitting. Yep, yeah, me too. Mostly crochet, but I've learned to knit so I started after I had my surgery in 2021. I was laid up, and that's when I was off for 2 weeks, and that's when I taught myself knitting. So I have learned a little bit of knitting, but I'm not real good at it. And what I don't like about knitting is I don't like it's really hard to fix a mistake. Whereas crochet, it's not. Um, Lisa does embroidery. I sew and embroider. I'll bring my machine. Yep, I gotcha, Lisa. So that's awesome. That's one thing I've always wanted to learn was my mom is a quilter, and I think it would be awesome to learn how to. Well, first of all, it would be awesome to learn how to just sew and fix things. But my mom, back in her day before her hands got bad, was she was like a master quilter. She was really talented at it. Um, Evelyn says that's exactly how I feel. So yes, scarves are fun. I've done hats. I've crocheted in the round. Um, so I've done hats, scarves. I used to do a lot of craft shows and sell things there, but that was mostly to get business for my t-shirt quilt making business. Boy, this is quickly turning over into an arts and craft live. I'm so sorry for those of you who are here not for that. Um, but yeah, so we've got just a couple minutes. I'm going to wrap this up at 8. Um, and I think I'm going to do a Windows update on my computer tonight, or Windows in place upgrade. Cross our fingers that that doesn't mess up my machine too bad. Lisa left. Lisa and James, he's the other IT expert in the group. Um, but I've been having random errors on my computer, the computer I use for these live streams, and the computer I use for work. And we've replaced the memory. We cleaned it out, and I think the next thing is going to be to get a new hard drive. So, and my dad was a Dell certified laptop technician before he retired. So I could probably do it myself, but since that was his job for years, I always do it with him. So kind of a special thing we can do together. All right. Lisa says, have a great night, everyone, and stay warm. Yes, it is very cold outside. So find recipes you can bake in your oven to keep yourself warm. Um, because now's a good time to do those recipes that you can heat your oven up and help stay warm with. Bye, Lisa. Evelyn says bye, Lisa, as well. I'm probably going to wrap this up here. Since people are starting to leave, but we will see you next week at 7 p.m. Eastern, right before the Keto Crusade live. And I think Adrienne Gledhill is live right now too. So I don't know if she's still live, but you can pop over and see hers. But everybody have a good night, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, and we will see you next week. We'll see you probably Tuesday, but we'll see you next week. So, good night, everybody. Have a good night.